One of the beautiful places at Agate Creek on your way across is the Robertson River. Also a crossing that at times can maybe pose difficulties for a caravan or a two-wheel drive, but in the main pretty good. It's coming down to the Robertson River crossing here now. The gravel here is pretty hard packed. There's a galah having a drink there there he goes off the side. And as you can see, still just running over the road, but there's a bit of concrete or something here, rock. It's a bit soft just there. But once you get onto the concrete here, the last phase of the Robertson starts to the left. And if you did want to cool off, it's a little bit deeper there along that side near the shore. I went for a swim in here last time, it was really nice. Okay, back on our journey. Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Gold, Gems, Treasure and Fish. I'm Darren and Robin's over there snoring away in their little setup here at the beautiful Agate Creek campgrounds. Now, Agate Creek campgrounds on Robin Hood Station, a working cattle station. Dave and Dot Terry are the owners, and they provide these dongas behind us, and the showers and toilets, and so for how remote this is, that's pretty good stuff. And it's just apart from that basic bush camping, there's acres and acres of area to camp way back there. And up top there's Lake Louise, which I'll show you later. A great place for a swim when it's hot. The campground's in a natural valley, and as you can see, the sun's just coming up over the top of the mountains there. I'm about to have some brekkie. Robin's still snoring away there. Now, we went out Fossicking yesterday, so we've had a big day. We didn't film yesterday, but we will today. Yeah, we've already found quite a few agates and a whole bag full wear. Yeah, a lot of them won't reveal their beauty, of course, until they're cut. Some won't be any good at all, but I think we've got quite a few good pieces, you know, even from the little chip. You can tell that there's some, you know, we've got some nice agate in there. And then, you know, there's bits like this, which I'll put under the torch, and it looks like it'll have, you know, some nice patterns too, but we won't know until we cut it. Anyway, we've got agate upon agate upon agate. And we will show you later when we go fossicking how we go about finding the agate. Over and out. Now, just before you get to the Agate Creek, the area where you go off to go to the main fossicking area, is a camping ground sign. And here we go. We'll walk up there now. I've got the car parked there. And a cattle grid there with Agate Creek camping ground. Now, if we walk a little bit, once we've crossed the cattle grid in our car, we come to this little station here, which is an honesty box. At this stage, it's $10 a night per person. Kids are free. And yeah, you just grab an envelope, fill out some details, and drop your money in there. And a little bit of information there about the Agate Creek fossicking area. Now, once you go down the road a little bit, it's about 1 kilometre. On the left-hand side is the entrance to the main Fossicking area. The sign's sort of laying on the ground now, but it's about 1 kilometre, and there's a track to the left. It's pretty obvious. So let's go Fossicking. Okay, folks, Darren and Robin, we're out Fossicking now. We're at a place called Viva's Flat. It's a black soil area here at Agate Creek, and we didn't come here yesterday, so we just decided to come and have a look. And yeah, we'll try to show you what to look for and anything we find. Just looking amongst the ground here, and there's little chips that give it away. Now, just under here, see the texture on that? That's the sort of stuff we look. Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought. And look at that. See that outside? Oh, see that outside texture? That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. Now this one is very hard to see. It's very dirty, but that might actually polish up all right. A bit of crystal in the middle, and there's a bit of banding around there. It's hard to see because of how dirty it is, but that's a find straight away in the ground. Now if we go back on, sorry. Okay folks, Robin's pointed this one out to me on the ground. That could possibly have some nice white and yellow in there. I'll have to take it back and cut it. A lot of these things you can't tell straight off, you've got to cut. But you get a fair idea from the little broken pieces around. You know, as we look through here, look, here's a crystal tip out of one. We don't need. Bit of banded shirt by the looks of that. Well, maybe a bit of agate. Oh, it's got some colour in it. That'll polish up. Flick it over so the viewers can see. Yeah, that'll polish up. Put it in. We'll have a look. But there's plenty here of Viva's Flat. Now we're at Viva's Flat because a couple of years ago when we were here, we've got plenty of reds. There was quite a few yellows and different colours here, as well as some really nice looking jasper. But we're finding chips all over the ground everywhere and a few whole ones, so you know.
That's pretty.
That's pretty, it's a chip, but we're not going to take that. You know, there's agate everywhere. There's another little bit Robin just found. Try to get out of the sun. There it is, look at that little agate. Now, quick tip, me and Robin are here. We're here early in the season. It's just after the wet. You can see there's a lot of grass around, which makes it a little bit harder sometimes, but the gullies, the creeks, the gullies and that, they're the places to look now. The water, we've had a big wet season, so the water's done its job, it's worn, it's washed off, and in the creeks quite often it's sorted some of it out, and it's very easy to find. It's done the digging for you. As the season gets on and people have picked over all this, you're better off doing some digging. Or another tip, just while I'm at it, just while I remember, is quite often on the banks of these ridges where it runs down into a gully, or on the open flats, is where you'll find stuff that hasn't been damaged. In the creeks, because it's been washed down and that, sometimes it gets smashed and damaged, and but you find good chips and you still find good whole ones. So use the water that's done the work. Look in the easy spots first, and as the season goes on, you might have to do some digging or go up on the flats. And we'll look up on the flats later, because that's where we're going to find our crystal pieces that haven't been damaged, that have maybe been cracked but just sitting there. Whereas once they get into the stream, quite often the old crystals, well, they get tumbled and all the tips are broken off them, etc. Anyway, back to finding agates. Robin found this one. Now, we don't really know, but sometimes the skin on it isn't always dimpled. Now, we've seen some really good agates with the skin, basaltic skin similar to that, and it's got the right sort of shape, so we'll take that home and cut it. I'm not going to smash it here because it could be a good agate inside there. It's got that rounded egg shape, bit of skin's broken off there, and it's got, don't know whether we can show this on film, but where is it? There's just a hint of white maybe running through the middle of it. So
Now pick this up together. Now I've only seen that side of it, but have a look. Definite agate. You can see the side, the outside coating's been worn off. We'll pick it up and have a look. What do we got? Oh, look at that. Well, there you go. It mightn't look much now, but when that's cut, trust me, that's going to be a trophy specimen, that one. It's going to have yellow banding on the outside all the way down to clear and then red in the middle. And, you know, she's a hunk of an agate, that one. That'll be a real nice piece. I could film this stuff all day. I'm not going to. I love finding it too much. But I hope we've given you a little insight into what to look for and how to find it. But I'll just show you the ground. It's literally everywhere here at the moment. We've had a really good wet season. We're obviously the first people in this gully because there's good pieces absolutely everywhere. Now we're at Viva's Flat, which is part of the take the black soil turn off, and yeah, you'll find your way in there. Plenty of good pieces, and there always is here because the black soil gets turned over and it cracks, and yeah, later in the season there'll be no grass, so these, you know, what we can't see at the moment up there on the flats, you people will be able to come out here and pick up. We're in the gullies at the moment where the wet season's done the work for us, and we'll just go down and have a look. And this is like a 2 metre section. There's an agate there, a bit of chalcedony there, there's an agate there, there's another one here. It's got a bit of this, see the crystal in the middle, so if I went to that, there's one there. There's little chips and fragments here. One there, there's one there. It's literally everywhere. What do we got here? White, there's crystal in there, crystal and white. Nice bit of chalcedony up there. Go down, it's not a bad piece there. They're not just little, like some of the, they're not really little chips either. They're, you know, they've got a little bit of size to them. So they're not the tiny, tiny bits. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking. And it all comes out of this black soil here that cracks and that every year and gives up more and more surprises. And then the rain washes it off. So there was probably soil here. And then look, the rain's washed it off the edge, and there's a little bit there, there's a little bit there. You know, you guys will see that on film. Bit there, another bit there, another bit there. And of course we'll be looking for the whole bits. The grass up there dies off, especially here in this black soil. The rain still washed the top off, and there's, you know, you'll find plenty of good pieces without having to do heaps of digging. Anyway. Hey folks, still at Viva's Flat. We just decided to move down a little bit. Not because we ran out of agates, just for we're only here for a short time, so we just want to check out a few areas. This one's down the gully a bit, so Aaron and Robin will see how we go. Robin's here with a coldie. I've had my standard Coca-Cola. And yeah, we'll get going in a second and show you some more agates, hopefully, down another part of the gully. Hey folks, Darren and Robin, we've moved to a place called Bald Hills. Get a bit of shade in this gully under some trees. We found some pretty good pieces already. There's agate everywhere. Show you what I'm digging at the moment. How's this for a massive piece of chalcedony? All through that big rock, too big for us to do. Yeah, have a look at that for a crystal inside the rock Robin just picked up there. Show them that other one we just picked up out of the creek, Robin. Yes, how's that for one? Picked up just out of the creek there a minute ago. Beautiful piece. Obviously not cleaned up yet. Oh. Only just found it.
Nature did that.
But we're going to keep looking. Now, when you're walking up these steep-sided creeks like this, don't only look down in the bottom for the stuff that's fallen out during the wet season. But look at the sides, and hopefully you'll there's still some pieces in there from what's washed away off the sides, and they're usually better pieces than what's on the bottom, because the bottom gets smashed up a bit. Yeah, it's got some really nice banding in there, a little bit different. Just collecting stuff out of the bank here as we go along. All bits, you know, see the agate in there. There's a bit in the rock here. I've got the pick down there still doing, but you can see a bit of chalcedony agate attached to the rock here. Robin picked up a nodule just there. That'll be good by the looks of it. Looks like it's got colours through it. So when we cut that open, it'll be something special, I'd say.
Tiny but nice.
That looks like some sort of... Yeah, folks, we've come down this gully here. Walked down the gully. Now on the bottom where the water's been racing over, this is bedrock. Have a look at this. Seam amethyst in this. Now it's cracked there and there, but I'm going to try to get these pieces out. Okay, this just shows if you're here after floods. Look at that. Let's see how we go getting this out. So I'm going to try to dig around this, folks, and get it out as best I can. Who knows how far it runs? I'd say it's only in that bit that's sticking up. Let's see if we can... No. It's going to take quite a bit of digging. Be careful too. Just turn it off. Okay folks, well we were still here with the amethyst. It wasn't working, so we've gone and got the hammer and chisel and see if we can be careful and not fracture it any more than it already is naturally. What a find. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. I'll get into it. Okay folks, managed to get that bit of seam amethyst. Obviously it's not clean, but look at that. Managed to get that out of the ground. While I was doing that, Robin goes and finds a huge agate. A lot of clear there, but there's red banding. I'd say that once I cut, that'll polish up real well. And that's like, just to give you an idea of the size, that's my hand. My hand's pretty big. Okay, so that's a big piece. And what a beautiful piece of seam amethyst. Unfortunately, it's cracked at both ends, so I couldn't do anything about that. But, we got that bit out intact. Oh, fantastic. Okay, folks, just want to show you something. We've come downstream about, 20 metres from where we dug that amethyst piece. And obviously, it was a tube and a half. And, look, top part of that same one we would have been digging 20 metres downstream. We found another little bit, and as well as that we've got all these, which I'll show you later probably, all these crystals. So we're having a good day out here at Agate Creek at Ball Hills. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. Morning folks, all good things must come to an end. So Darren and Robin here, we're off back home. Off to Minamulka, but I'll just show you where we had a swim yesterday at Lake Louise. It's a recent addition to Agate Creek. It's right up the far, the northern end of the camping ground, and yeah. Okay, when you get to the northern end of the camping ground where Lake Louise is, you'll come to some no entry signs. Don't go there, that's a mining lease. And the track will fall at those signs, basically forks off to the right. And if you look up to the right there, you'll see the dam wall. It's quite a steep little drive. You can park up top, walk across the wall and enter via a ramp that goes into the water. So it's quite steep, but any four-wheel drive will get up there. No worries at all. Rutted out here in one place. It's early morning so you can't see, and you'll come back up over the top. And there we go. And don't drive up here, you can walk across here. I'm just doing it to give you a quick shot of the little lake, and the owner say you can swim and kayak or whatever in the lake here, and that water is absolutely clean and beautiful. Another great addition to Agate Creek camping area. Okay folks, this is a quick preview of our little haul from Agate Creek with the crystals. These wonderful bits of seam amethyst. Some crazy agate there. And all different types of agate. All different banding and that. These are only the chips, folks. These are only the chips. We have 4 20-litre buckets full of nodules such as this. And they're all, most of them are bigger. And I would say you will have material to that sort of quality inside at least 50% of them. So really looking forward to that, and we'll make a video when we do the cutting of all the amazing pieces that we have. Anyway,